Winning Blueprint presents. In the Lab. 5 minutes or less.
Had so much success with it before. I'm back with it again, the 5 minute or less series. Welcome. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. Look, I'm back with the 5 minute series. This time it's the schedule release variety. I'm here with the Arizona Cardinals today. Got 5 minutes on the clock. Let's get started. So when I look at the schedule, the first thing that pops off the page at me is always how many primetime games do you have? And we're talking about the Arizona Cardinals. They started out the season like gangbusters last year, 4-0, and the bottom just dropped out of the season. Literally. 9 straight losses. You're not going to find your way to primetime doing that. However, the NFL made a revision to the schedule saying that every team must have at least one primetime game. They put them on Thursday Night Football. So you look at the Cardinals, of course, they get the one primetime game. It's on Thursday night, week 7, at home versus the Seattle Seahawks. Should be a lot of fun. Anytime you get divisional matchups on primetime, it's usually really good football. So I expect that to be a good game. Let's see what the Cardinals are able to do. New quarterback, new head coach, new direction, new general manager. It should be fun. We'll be looking for that. Divisional games. Seattle. We just talked about week 7. You're at home. That's a primetime game on Thursday. You look at week 16. You're at Seattle. That's going to be a tough game at the end of the season. Don't know how well you're going to play this year, but that could be a big game down the stretch. You look at San Francisco. You're home for San Francisco week 17. Remember, last year you had to go to San Francisco in week 17. This year, you're home, and San Francisco has to come to you. Maybe that game means something. Who knows? You could be the dark horse team, the sleeper team this year, and you could be playing for the division in week 17. That's a little far-fetched, but you never know. You look at week 6, you got to go to San Francisco. You want to make a statement, that's the time to do it. Go to San Francisco and find a way to get it done. The Rams did it twice last year. Even though they only won once, and they had a tie, and they beat San Francisco. And they beat San Francisco at home, and then they tied them in San Fran. You can do that too. Go to San Francisco and stand toe-to-toe with these guys and find a way to come out winning. We'll see. St. Louis, week 14. You got them at home. And for me, the big one is week 1. You got to go to St. Louis. And St. Louis, to me, was the team that started your demise last year. They absolutely destroyed you on national television on Thursday Night Football. They sacked Kevin Kolb 10 or 11 times, it seemed like. And they really showed the league that, hey, this team cannot protect the quarterback. And after that week, your season was never the same. And so, for me, you need to exact a measure of revenge and come out the gate swinging. You got to go to St. Louis week 1. What better way to come and show them that last year was a fluke of sorts by going to their house and getting a W in week 1. Anomalies. For me, this is any scheduling quirk that sees you play 3 or more games consecutively at home or away, 3 out of 4 at home or away, or 4 out of 5 home or away. 4 out of 5 is rare. In this league, not many teams have a 4 out of 5 occurrence on their schedule, but it does happen. You look at the Arizona Cardinals, and you have 2 away anomalies. That's huge. That's a tough stretch of football for you. And you have 2 of them. You have 3 out of 4, week 1. Right out the gate. And that's tough. Right out of the gate, you got 3 out of 4 on the road. Let's see what it looks like. Week 1 at St. Louis. Week 3 at New Orleans. Week 4 at Tampa Bay. So right out the gate, you got 3 out of 4 on the road. Got to find a way to not throw up on yourself here. You can't come out of the gate 1-3, 0-4. You got to find a way to at least split this up, get the one at home, get one of these road games, and come out of the gate at minimum 2-2. You look at weeks 13 through week 16. You got at Philly, at Tennessee, and at Seattle. So another 3 out of 4 stretch where you got some tough matchups and you got 3 out of 4 on the road. Got to find a way to weather that storm. It's going to be tough, but you got to find a way to do it if you want to have any success this season. You look at your bye week, week 9, and that's a great bye. Anything that's week 7 to week 11 in that stretch, you'll take it all day long. That's a nice little bye at week 9. Can't ask for it much better than that. You look at timeouts. And on your schedule, the timeout for me is 3 out of 4 division games, 1 against each opponent comes in a span of a month at the end of the season. You look at week 16, you're at Seattle. You look at week 17, home for San Francisco. You look at week 14, you're at St. Louis. To me, that's a huge stretch of football. You're playing every team in your division within a month to wrap up your season. That's big time football. Got to see what you can do at the end of the season. You want to make headway in this division, you got to win games within the division. 2 of these games are at home. Find a way to get it done if you are the Arizona Cardinals. This has been the Arizona Cardinals schedule release in 5 minutes or less.
5 minutes or less.